Picture this, an F-22 flying across the sky with a banner that says sportsmansguide.com.
Yeah, there is a 0% chance we can afford that.
Yeah, but people can afford hunting accessories, survival gear, ammunition, optics from Sportsman's Guide.
This wasn't about an F-22 at all. You're trying to do a sneaky video sponsorship plug.
Yes, that's exactly right. This video is sponsored by Sportsman's Guide.
It's a gun-free zone! Check your lead! It's a gun-free zone!
Alright, what's happening, folks? I'm teaching a one-man clearing class. Got a good bunch of dudes running and gunning. I actually hear someone on the catwalk right above me cutting some angles. So anyway, we're having a good time, shooting each other, fun stuff. But I want to give you a good little tip. There's some really good shooters in this class. Most of the class have good pistol skills, good rifle skills, but that doesn't immediately translate into real-world application moving in and around structures or in a room-clearing context. And I'll give you an example. Right now, we're in a little room. I warned all the dudes before we even started. Listen, under fear and stress, folks naturally throw shots low. So if you looked at their targets in Rifle 1 class, Rifle 2 class, Pistol 1, 2, 3, whatever, you'd notice tight, good groups in the upper thoracic region. But when we get in this little room at point-blank range with rifle and pistol, I can touch the target and look, touch the doorway from which they see that target. And this is the accuracy that's being happened. These are good shooters. Here's the center of the A zone. Look, shanked, way down, shank, shank, and then you have one up in the upper A zone. But this is not good accuracy, and really the big thing is accuracy has a steep decline when stress and fear crop up. The skills that you've learned in pistol, rifle, and just running and gunning, man, and stress and confusion and clearing angles and trying to figure out what in the world's going on and see the enemy first. That fear takes over and people aren't really getting up those good presentations. And so what I'm driving at is every skill and every tactic must be vetted by force-on-force training. There's no substitute for it. Lots of stress, lots of fear brings stress inoculation so that you hope if you get in some violent encounter, you'll actually have a chance of pulling off what you trained for on the flat range. Flat range does not immediately convert into real life. Alright, change of scenery. I wanted to do an add-on to this video because I've seen this for years. Really, really good shooters holding low. Why is that? I think, this is my theory, I haven't heard anyone say this, but I think this is true. So you guys who are military or cops or your firearms instructors or you've been just a good shooter all around, have you seen folks holding low? This is my theory. What they're trying to do is keep their sights out of their vision so that they can fully see the person. We are so desperate to threat focus, we literally take our sights, which would be here on the range, and we drop them down a little bit lower in real life. And if you're not focusing on that in violent encounters, in stress, force-on-force scenarios, you're not forcing yourself to come up, what you've done on the flat range will not overcome your desire to threat fixate, which will lead to lower sight presentation and dropped shots. We have to get in the shoot house. We have to start playing force on force and forcing ourselves to see the good sight. We have underestimated just how insurmountable the difficulty is of coming over that desire to threat focus. And as a result, everyone's shooting low. You're not doing what you did on the flat range. Right? Not naturally. And that is the video. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. Remember to subscribe, comment, like. All that stuff is fantastic. Thank you, Sportsman's Guide, for sponsoring this video. And everyone out there, train hard, train smart, and we'll see you next time.